Okay, comic fam, I've got a big announcement. Uh, so as you know, I have zero budget, but that doesn't stop me from stopping into half-price books from time to time, just to see what they have, if anything new comes in. Because I usually get like maybe sometimes $10 titles for like $2. Um, and like $2 or less. So only in those instances will I just kind of buy a comic. Usually I'm just sifting through and just seeing what they have, and then I just walk out the store because oftentimes they don't have anything. But today, oh my goodness, I walked out with one of the hottest comics on the planet. Okay, you're not gonna believe what I got for $2. You just are gonna be, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I had to do a kind of a double take, but then I said screw it, so I just paid with my card, and then I'm gonna deal with. So my wife doesn't know yet that I spent $2. I mean, I'll tell her. I'm gonna text her later when I'm at work or something. Oh, by the way, I bought a $2 comic, but this is what I got today, guys. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is what I picked up today. And man, am I ecstatic. I'm so excited. This is DC Comics Presents number 49. And this is the second appearance of okay, so let's backtrack. DC fandom. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Basically, we get a sneak peek at Black Adam. Okay, and it just looks dope as F. Okay, and I think it got everybody hyped because I presented my theory on this, I think maybe 2-3 videos ago, where again, they're coming out with a sequel to Shazam. Okay, they're coming out with the first sequel or the first installment of Black Adam. So I said, well, it's bound to happen. Black Adam and Shazam are going to duke it out. It's either going to be in Black Adam 2 or it's going to be in Shazam 3. And it could be a continuing, I think it could be a continuation where they, start the story in Black Adam 2 and then conclude it in Shazam 3. The Rock also mentioned Superman. He just offhandedly say, kryptonite's not the only thing Superman's, weak. His weakness, it's magic, like black magic. Okay, so if this isn't the Spec book that everybody should be buying right now, I don't know what is. And I just got picked up this baby for $2 now. Okay, let's look over the grade. I will preface the grade with this. It is not a high grade book by any means. It's mid grade, maybe high mid grade. So I'm thinking somewhere in the very in the fine range. It's a fine range comic, and we're just gonna have to pour over this book. Let me get out of the case here real quick. Okay, so there are some issues with this book now. Mind you, this was sitting in a bag and board at God knows how long at Half Price Books. In fact, I've been to Half Price Books, and this was probably there on previous visits. It's just that it kind of got overlooked. But now with all the Black Adam hype, I've been looking out for anything Black Adam, and it's pretty rare. He doesn't really make a lot of appearances until like later. Uh, I would say more in the modern age he starts to make more of an appearance because he's like the direct nemesis of Shazam, and DC's been, Shazam's always been a sort of a minor character in the DC universe, but they've been kind of, because of his history, the fact that he's been in comics so long. They brought the movie, and now they're bringing Black Adam, and so this is very well a scenario you might see in a few years. And so this comic right now, I think fair market value for a 9.6 has it at what did I see it for? It was like 300 or so. But this is nowhere near 9.6. So let's go over what's wrong with this book here. First off, it's not a tear, okay? It's not a tear. But actually it is a tear. It looks like a tear. But basically it's a very heavy crease that if you mishandled it, would turn into a tear. And it's a crease that starts right here at the top of the book, and it runs kind of, it's not a tear again, it's just it's like a very tear-like crease. So this book got bent like at a weird angle and just kind of almost tore the cover. In fact, if you look there, I think it could, if I were to pull that back, that could very well be a tear. But when I was sort of examining it out of the bag, when I got in my car after I purchased it, I thought, okay, that's something I don't want to touch. I don't want to exacerbate if it is potentially like a tear waiting to happen. So that's the first issue with the book. The next issue, and by the way, this is a newsstand edition, so I'm gonna have to look up whether this is the rare version or if the direct is the rare, because I know I've heard that at different times, sometimes the newsstand is the more common, but we'll have to, someone can look up the data and comment whether this is the more rare version or not, or the rarer version or not. Please let me know. The other issue is it's not a white book. It's off-white at best. So that's the other thing. I mean, it presents well. So that gives me hope. But again, with that tear, it's not a tear, but I don't even know what to call it. It's like a very heavy crease, I guess. It's an L-shaped crease, or a J-shaped crease. There, you see a J-shaped crease. Couple that crease with sort of the off-coloredness, and then let's count how many color-breaking spine ticks there are. There's a big one right there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was not handled very well. 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there are a significant amount of color-breaking spine ticks, but thank goodness this is somewhat of a lighter colored cover. Some of these spine ticks don't really, like that one there, doesn't really hurt the visual aspect of this book. The corners are pretty good. Corners are, I mean, they're rounded, but pretty sharp considering this is a 1982 book, and that it was probably a copy that was read So there's another little, I guess you could call that like a color break there. But it's not really like, it's not a crease. I don't know what you call that, but there aren't really any like creases outside of that top one. So it's a pretty well intact book. Now the staples are another issue. So if you look at the staples also, you can see there's just wear there, as well as some wear right there on that staple. So they're not clean staples. So again, I'm grading this book at 7. Now, what I'm hoping is, with a clean and a press, I'm hoping to get this up to a 7.5. With that crease, that heavy crease there, I don't think there's no way, I don't think it could ever get to an 8, but I'm hoping it can get to a 7.5. Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? But this is oh my goodness, $2 for this book. So a 7.5, this book is going to continue to go up for the next 2 years, so I don't even want to speculate on the price. But I'm thinking by the time the movie comes out, a 7.5 will be well over $100. This is a $100 comic that I just picked up for $2 today. At the moment, this a 7.5 would probably net just under, maybe we're talking maybe $65. Okay, either way. But over the fast forward to the Black Adam. I'm fast forwarding to the Black Adam sequel. Okay. When this scenario happens, basically, I think in the Black Adam sequel, he's gonna take on Superman and Shazam. He's gonna whoop Superman's behind, and I think it's gonna be one of those like continuations into the Shazam, the third Shazam installment. We're gonna see the basically the showdown between Shazam and Black Adam play out there, and then Shazam's gonna find a way to neutralize him, not defeat him, but neutralize him, and maybe send him back to the past or something. But we'll see. Anyway, that's the exciting news I have for today. So yeah, my advice is to go to half-price books from time to time and search their bins. I got this at the Redmond half-price books. And again, $2, man, $2 for this book is just incredible. I am just over the moon right now. I am over the moon. And yes, we are sending this into CGC to get graded and slabbed. And I'm gonna sit on this book. I can't decide if I want to keep this in my PC or sell it, because if I sell it for a pretty penny, as this book continues to gain value over the next couple of years, who knows what I can get for this book. And so I think right now, seeing, basically, we're gonna have to observe. I'm not gonna sell it after the Black Adam movie comes out. I'm probably gonna sell it after the sequel to Black Adam comes out, because I anticipate it's gonna be just a hit with The Rock and everybody, the hype it's gonna get. I mean, it's already getting a lot of hype, and to me, it was as great as the Batman trailer was, I don't think Robert Pattinson makes that great of a. I mean, he makes a decent Bruce Wayne, but I don't like how. To me, I think yeah, it just design wise didn't like appeal to me. I think the Christopher Nolan Batmans are um, was the best. Yeah, the what's the actor's name? I forget his name. Anyway, the Christopher Nolan Batmans were the best. And so for me, like, yeah, Batman was nice. I'll probably go see it. I'm excited. Flash, yeah, Michael Keaton, Batman. His Batman wasn't that great either. Um, so I'll probably go see those movies, but the one that really got me hyped was that Shazam. I mean, they showed basically like I think a 20-second clip, but it was so badass. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, comment. Let me know what you think this grade, what the grade of this book is, because um, obviously the higher the grade this book is, the more, the better the fine. But again, that if it just weren't for that, this would have easily been like an 8.5. It just weren't for that. But actually, not an 8.5, but like, you know, yeah, close to an 8, even with the press. I mean, with the press, who knows? With these like minors, yeah, actually, with all these little ticks, an 8 would have been difficult. But we're hoping for a 7.5. All right, thank you.